1985. Clear skies.
No matter where I am, at least the sunset is always the same. I met Natsuno-san over at the shrine. She ended up dodging my question. What was she doing there? She attends the same school as Jiro-kun. At least that's what he told me. Despite a catastrophe, it seems to almost... Before the war, the store had only ever to think it. What that thing? But I know it's time. Could the Sentinel possess... I checked, but in all of it, not in the U... What? Our month... Chihiro...
Okay, so at this point in time, he doesn't know about the kaiju yet.
The kid that lived next door to us was killed in an air raid.
Well, that's a very sad fact of life back then, during World War II. War is a horrible thing. It doesn't matter which side you're on. War is a horrible thing, and there will always be people suffering from it.
Children in this era don't have to worry about that. Nothing's changed today either. I need to figure out how to take back the Sentinel. Then I can find a way to return to 1945. Though, I can't seem to reactivate it. I've tried countless times, too. I hope I didn't break it. If there's a mechanical issue, I'd love to take a look at it. But security around the building's been tight lately. Now I can't get too close. I can't just sit here. Actually, that factory at the mountain pass may have survived the air raid. It might still be standing in this era.
Fair enough. It's not like he has a lot of different options. 1600 hours.
Natsuno-san, get it together, Keitaro. She certainly is quite... Yes, I admit, but I have more urgent... Ayame Park. This is where the factory used to be.
You again? Who are you exactly?
Chihiro? Is it really you?
What business do you have with my little sister?
Who are you?
I'm that child's older brother. Is there something you need from her?
No, she just looks like a relative of mine.
Let's get going.
I'm honestly starting to get curious. Is that Chihiro? Or is that someone using Chihiro as a face? It's hard to tell at this point. Or maybe it's a Chihiro from another timeline or another dimension. Like, it's just one thing after another, isn't it?
I saw when the war supposedly ends in that August of 1945, if that's true. And Japan loses the war in just 3 months. Chihiro, if she's still alive, she'd be over 40 by now. If she's... We don't have a family burial plot where I'd find her. I have no idea what's happened to her. She's either alive somewhere in this world, or... Chihiro, I'm going to find my way back to you.
Yeah, being forcefully time traveled against your will can be a problem.
In any case, I should go talk to Natsuno-san. She must know something.
Wait, what about the factory then? Can I not enter? What happened to looking for the factory? I mean, yeah, this is the actual location where the site was, but how about trying to look for an underground entrance? Then again, maybe that's my job. Well, if it is, then I'm failing spectacularly at it. Because if it does exist as an underground base, I'm not seeing any any kind of hatch to enter it.
I should go to Shima.
Let's see here.
Sakura High School. It looks nothing like the school I attended.
Oh hey look, it's Fluffy.
If she's... she's either... Or...
Will Fluffy do something? Alright, fast forwarding doesn't seem to do much, so I guess.
It's still here. It's been renovated, but I do recognize this building.
That's not what I wanted, press.
If this is the school building, then over there's where the potato field used to be. Looks like that plot of land got bigger. I wonder if there's a way in.
Let me check around for anything else first. Guess not.
There's no one here. Do they not use this building? This building was brand new. Now the floorboards creak. The pillars are all scratched up, and really has been 40 years.
Oh, that's a really sombering thought. Cease. What was that? Oh, it's an... Ah, I get it. It's a vision. A vision of his past. If I recall, that's the other guy who time traveled from the past after Okino. I believe he was named Hijiyama, right?
This is where I waited for Takatoshi-san, and where Tamao-san came to see me off. How strange. It almost feels like it was all just a distant dream. Alright, enough. This isn't the time to be getting sentimental.
Yeah, can't blame you. I mean, you're being forcefully jump through time. Everything you know and love has changed far too drastically. This isn't something like jumping through time in a year or so. This is 40 years where literally people he knew as the same age as him are now elderlies with most likely families of their own, and not only families but even grandchildren. That's quite a lot for someone to take in all honesty. Oh, hello Megumi.
Oh, Miura-kun.
Megumi-san, thank you again for the bento you gave me. I found a nice spot to eat it by the Kaide River. A bento with meatballs. Quite luxurious. I was very impressed.
Oh, they were just regular old meatballs. Nothing special. But I'm glad you liked it.
I wonder if this is happening before or after Megumi shot him.
What are you doing out here? Are you looking for someone?
I'm trying to find Natsuno-san. Would you happen to know where she is?
Minami-san? She should be in the track room. The athletic building's over that way. Want me to go check?
No, that's okay.
Oh yeah. So for dinner tonight, I think I'll make Hamburg steak. You seem to really like it.
Wait. But didn't I choose Hamburg steak during that dinner? That was also the dinner that, well, that happened before she shot Miura. So this is happening literally on the day she, or should I say, on the date she shot Miura. Interesting.
You mean that giant ball of meat?
Hamburger meat, yeah. It's Jiro's favorite. So try not to come home too late.
Those meatballs they call hamburger.
Hamburger. Is this a meme of hamburger?
I've never had anything so delicious. Enough. This is no time to be distracted by food.
I'd say any time's a good time to be distracted by food. Seriously though, hamburger. Is this a meme? Wait, what am I talking about? It is a meme. But was this done on purpose?
Natsuno-san's over there. Everyone's staring at me. I'm glad I found Natsuno-san. But I don't like all this attention.
Hey, you. You've been standing there an awfully long time. What are you doing?
I'm waiting for Natsuno Minami.
Minami? How do you know her?
And how old are you?
Looks like a middle school uniform to me.
No, I'm,
Seriously? You guys have to be so nosy?
Natsuno-san.
Come on, let's go.
So, Minami's got a boyfriend, huh?
Okay, fair enough.
So, Minami's got a boyfriend, huh?
Oh boy.
Sorry I took a while getting changed.
It's fine. I said I'd wait. So, whenever you exercise, you all change into outfits that show your legs? That's fascinating.
Anyway, you kinda showed up at school out of nowhere. Everything okay?
Before the war, this...
Oops, wrong button.
Natsuno-san, I met you before. Back in 1945. And now, here you are.
Huh?
You must know something about all this. About how I ended up in this era. Please, tell me what you know.
That's, Jeez, how do I put this? Look, I can't really talk about it here.
Huh. That's actually pretty smart. That's actually a pretty smart move. Let's talk about it somewhere where no one can eavesdrop.
We could go to the building I used back in my time. It seemed to be empty.
The old school building. We can go in there?
Yes, it was open.
All right. Then we'll talk about it there. Let's go.
Well, that was easy. Are you sure though?
I always thought this place would be locked up. We should be good here.
Why is the music so ominous?
Miura-kun. Can you keep a secret?
Of course.
Okay. Then I'll tell you. Don't freak out, okay? This is BJ. He's an alien from the future. BJ's looking for the robot he used to get here, and I'm helping him find it.
A robot?
Does the word Sentinel ring a bell? That Sentinel from back in 1945 belongs to BJ's alien friend. There are a few of them, too.
How does she know about the Sentinel?
She just told you. BJ told her.
And did she say it was made by aliens? It's a top secret military weapon created by Japan.
I don't need to tell you this. But those babies are capable of time travel.
This... BJ, I have some questions about it. I've heard Shikishima engineers talk about something like this. Isn't this actually a type of scout unit?
Oh, interesting. So they already had models like BJ even back in 1945?
Shikishima? They don't dabble in alien technology. All they do is make weapons, and BJ is no weapon.
But...
Chihiro Miura.
If he's just a scout unit, explain how he can talk. Don't be a jerk, Miura-kun. BJ isn't some kind of robot. This is just a spacesuit.
Now you're just running from the truth now, at this point.
Aliens come in all shapes and sizes.
That's true, but also, he is definitely not an alien. He's obviously some sort of robot. I mean, if you said he's an alien robot, I could at least give you leeway and say, okay, fair enough. Even if I don't believe you, at least that made some amble of sense. But saying he's a straight-up extraterrestrial with a brain trap inside a jar, or in this case, a tin head, seems kind of far-fetched considering the body.
My guess is, the only thing inside that suit is BJ's brain.
I don't care who's responsible. I need it to save my country. But what do I do? The circuit should have repaired itself by now, but I can't seem to reactivate it.
That's fair enough. I mean, if anyone ever got a chance to change a major event in history that caused literally hundreds of thousands of deaths, from a ethical standpoint, anyone would agree to change it. But the problem is, you have no idea if the change will be for the better or if it will make things worse. Sometimes there are events in life that you can't change, not without severe repercussions that you would never think of or even imagine could possibly happen.
Why are you searching for the Sentinel? What's your objective?
To uncover the truth.
The truth?
You wish to know where you came from, do you not?
What are you talking about? I came from 1945.
Incorrect. Your log proves otherwise.
What?
My log?
Yeah, show us.
This log. If you really have it, I'd like to see it.
Professor, I have switched over to a private channel. Professor Takamiya, can you hear me?
Is that...
Miura-kun?
Professor Takamiya.
Takamiya? Yuki?
I'm connected now. Thanks, Miura-kun.
What the heck? Yuki-chan?
Everything goes smoothly with the shuttle?
I was able to secure a seat thanks to you. It'll probably be the last shuttle. This place will be lost by tomorrow, too.
Oh no. So 2188 was conquered by the kaiju as well.
Has the front line advanced that much already?
Afraid so. If anything, they're picking up speed. Did Natsuno get out safely?
She arrived in Sector 4 about 5 hours ago.
Ah, so she's there with you. You know, you two, I never approved of your relationship.
What?
Mom!
What? What?
There's my girl. You know I'm only kidding. I didn't think you wanted to talk to me anymore.
Of course I do.
I'm sorry about all the trouble with your father. He and I haven't been on good terms since we split up.
It's okay, Mom. I want to be with you.
I know. Me too, Nan-chan.
Yuki-chan's my mom?
What the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
I'm sorry, Professor Takamiya.
You're gonna hate time travel sometimes. What the actual fuck is the only words that can amply describe what I can say right now.
The shuttle's about to take off.
All right. I'll see you at Sector 3 in 14 hours.
We'll be waiting for you at Landing Zone 10.
Looking forward to it.
Wait, I remember BJ designated each sector as a different time different point in time. So does that mean that each
Destruction is spreading.
So does that mean that each sector is a different point in time they're time traveling to, trying to, well, find a way to completely erase the kaiju from ever being born?
It's only a matter of time until the surface is lost.
What the heck was all that?
So so that probably means that the most original versions of Miura and Natsuno are the ones we saw in 2188. And, well, apparently, if it is to be believed, most likely for Yuki and possibly Shinonome. What about Renya though? What about Renya Goto? I wonder.
That was just a segment of the log I've retained.
I have to know. When was that log recorded?
In the year 2188.
That doesn't make sense. How's this even possible? Yuki-chan's my mom in the future?
Is no one going to question the fact that that log is from 2188 and you are in 1985? Meaning, at least 70 years have passed. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I'm counting it wrong, because now that I think about it, 1985, 2188, it's been more than 100 years. Yeah, it actually is more than 100 years now that I think about it properly. Eh. Oh cool, we can actually progress it beyond 50%.
No matter where I am, at least the sunset is always the same. That scout unit is, at least that's what Natsuno-san said. The footage he showed us is allegedly from the future. If it's real, then how am I still alive 200 years from now? All I know for certain is that it's no ordinary scout unit. She's from 1985. She seems to know about the existence of other Sentinels. Is that how she's able to travel through time? Maybe there's another way. In any case, she appears to be a central figure in all this. Could she still be at school? Those meatballs, I've never had anything so delicious. Enough. This is no time.
Alright, let's see. Oh crud, there's still 3 more events. One of them apparently involves Goto and the other 2 involve Nuts. Oh, one also involves Chihiro. Does that mean I have to go back to where the factory was? Or do I have to go to Natsuno directly?
If she's... I have no... She's either alive somewhere or... Before the war, the story, it only I don't care, I need it, but what in the circ, but I can't... Our mother, I'd never... It's peace, even Chihiro... Our mother's terrible. I checked the live button. Despite a catastrophe, it seems almost... She's from night... In any case...
Oh, Miura-kun.
Megumi-san.
You know where the track room is?
Yes.
Oh, right. Have you seen Juro around anywhere?
No.
I see. Maybe he went home already. For dinner tonight, what should I make? For dinner what should I...
We could have hamburger.
Again?
No, That's alright. I'm fine with anything.
Well, let's see. We've had nothing but meat these last few days. I think I want to make some fish for Juro. Okay, I better run to the store. I'll see you later.
Man, I really do want to know. What did Juro do during his stay in, if I'm recalling it correctly, 2164, which is apparently Megumi and Tomi's time. Wait. 2188, 2164. No, sorry. I made a mistake. It's 2064. They're actually 124 years behind the future Miura and the future Natsuno. My mistake. I kept thinking it was 2164 for some reason, and then I realized, wait a minute.
Natsuno-san. Get it together, Keita. She's... Natsuno-san's...
Alright, I'm gonna recheck the logs after this. My memory of the time frames are starting to get a bit spotty.
Minami isn't here today. Must have been really important. She even ditched practice.
Is that so?
Hey, are you Minami-san's boyfriend?
How far have you two gone?
What? No, you've got it all wrong. Do you happen to know where she went?
Oh! It's Shinonome!
All she said was that she was in a hurry, but I don't know where she went.
I know where. She went over to Tokisaka Shrine.
What's she doing there?
Not sure. I didn't ask.
What? What? What?
Tokisaka Shrine, huh? That's where I first met her. But it was back in my own era.
Let's try something else. Can I go
point in
anywhere?
staying.
Never give up! Oh wait. Maybe going home will trigger him getting shot by Megumi. Or can I go anywhere else? To be fair, the answer to this is obviously go to Tokisaka Shrine, so let's give it a try. What happens if I choose to go back home?
I can't. I am curious to see what's for dinner, but I can wait. No matter how much my stomach hates me.
That's a great show of willpower right there. I can wait no matter how much my stomach's gonna hate me.
Right now, I'd much rather hear what Natsuno-san has to say.
It looks like there's no real choice here then.
That's where I Amazing. The shrine's hardly changed at all. The surrounding thicket, on the other hand, that has changed considerably. I don't see Natsuno-san anywhere. I wonder if she's hiding behind the trees again. What I'd give to see that.
No luck. We couldn't find it. I wonder where it could be.
Natsuno-san.
Whoa! Whoa, hey! What are you doing out so late? And why are you here, of all places?
Natsuno-san, what was that just now? Before the war, the story... There was a big flash of light and you just appeared. Just like when I came to this era in my Sentinel. Same flash of light and everything. Come to think of it, this happened at the shrine back when we first met, too. There was a similar flash, almost like lightning. I get it now. You have to come here to travel through time.
What do we do, BJ?
Please, tell me what's going on. I just want to go home.
Are you just going to leave your Sentinel behind?
Okay, seriously, BJ is definitely not just some pre-programmed AI.
Oh yeah, that's how you got here. What are you going to do with it?
I'll figure out how to deal with it. It's Chihiro, my little sister. If there's any chance she made it out of that hell alive, then I have to find out.
Okay, that makes sense. BJ, think you can make it happen?
Please.
Fine. Activate gate. Setting coordinates to Sector 5. Initiating shift.
I knew it's...
Data unit.
I knew it's someone else saw.
So it was with Natsuno Minami all this time.
Are we back? Is it really that easy to travel through time?
To be fair, that's a really legitimate question. I mean, if such a convenient device existed where you could travel through time anytime you felt like it so easily, it would be really questionable.
Pretty cool, huh?
If we have the power to travel freely through time, can't I just send the Sentinel back to before the war starts?
Nope, that's impossible. We can't just jump around as far as we want. We can only travel 40 years at a time.
Really?
Besides, this is as far back in the past as we can go.
I see. That's unfortunate. For now, let's find Chihiro.
All right, let's go.
She's most likely at an evacuation shelter. If not, then I might find her at the Kurabe's house.
Whoa! Are those G-Maulers? They look offline. Ah, crap. They look offline too.
The place is deserted. The factory and station are both empty. Radios are down. No one's answering. Where is everyone?
You see that?
It's that creature.
Okay, so that thing is an alien weapon, and it's here to invade Earth. The Sentinels were created to fight them off. This is just like what happened in the city from the future. After the aliens invaded, everyone was gone. Wait. If people are disappearing in the past, what's happening to everyone in my era?
The kaiju aren't secret US military weapons. They're alien invaders from the future, and the Sentinels are the tools we need to defeat them. That's...
Tamao. It's Tamao-san.
Tamao-san! What happened?
Vital signs are failing.
What?
Condition is too critical for life support.
Tamao-san, where's Chihiro?
Chihiro-chan is...
FBI! FBI! Where are you when I actually need you? This man is kidnapping a little small child!
Goto-san, what are you doing?
Let me go!
Please calm down, Miss Morimura.
What?
Chihiro-chan!
Miss Morimura. I'm sorry, but what the fuck? So Iori is Miss Morimura, and Miss Morimura is apparently Chihiro?
Where do you plan on taking her?
I apologize for what I've done to you. But you have no reason to worry.
Wait!
Goto. The one who was giving you medicine. Tamao-san!
Wait, what the fuck?
She disappeared.
Universal control has shifted her.
Universal control has she's been time traveled too? Is she Shinonome?
Does that mean the aliens got her?
Probably.
Probably. What?
It's likely that everyone is being held there until this world comes to an end.
What? Universe control. The world comes to an end. Is this all a simulation? Let's see here. Oops.
Oh?
Oh. I honestly didn't expect that would unlock Renya's route. Well, another character. Oh, I can continue Miura's too, but before that. This happened in 2187, 2188, 2104, 2065. Alright, there we go. I was incorrect. They're from 2024, not 2064. Not gonna lie, keeping track of all these dates is... Well, okay, not dates, years is kind of hard, especially for me. I have no idea why. I just have shit memory when it comes to numbers. Like, I even have a hard time remembering phone numbers. I'm not even sure why. Though I do also suffer when it comes to math. Like, I'm not bad at math, but if you try to ask me to solve something more complicated like algebra per se, I'll have a hard time with that. I can do simple math, no problem. Oh, cool. Anyway.
Chihiro.
That explains why Chihiro turned into Iori Iori and then into Morimura on the train. But that doesn't explain how Nenji could know such things. Or maybe that was a self-insert done by Okino. Does that mean that Okino knows way more of...
Renya Goto. He's the one who took Chihiro from me. He might be the same guy that Tamao-san gets her pills from. That scout unit is an alien from the future. At least that's what Natsuno-san said. The footage he showed us is allegedly from the future. If it's real, then how... All I know... Renya Goto. If he's in 1985, then Chihiro will be with him. According to the history, it has indeed, but this era doesn't seem to be... The two aren't connected. Perhaps this isn't really time travel after all. The lights in this era stay on at night. No need to carry a lantern around. The lights don't need... According to Natsuno, a boy named Renya Goto attends school in this era. He can apparently travel through time too. And BJ said he's from 80 years in the future. Natsuno-san, get it together. She's certain... Could he be at the school? I don't care what it takes, and I'm going to get Chihiro back.
Why is Fluffy moving away? So I'm guessing this is after Megumi already shot him.
Miura-kun.
Natsuno-san. Renya Goto, he also attends, and he's from even... Thanks, but I'm fine. In fact, I came here to find Renya Goto.
Does that mean he goes even beyond 2188?
But I have no idea what he looks like or how he dresses. Could you point him out to me?
That might be a little tough. Goto-senpai hasn't been back on campus. I asked around and no teacher knows where he lives.
Well, that's a problem.
Oh, Natsuno-chan.
Oh.
Miko.
Done with practice already?
Oh, you have that picture of Goto-senpai, right? The one you took when he wasn't looking?
Hey, not so loud.
Sorry. So do you have it?
I guess Miwako.
Yes, this is it! Miura-kun, look, I've got a picture of Goto-senpai.
I have to wonder. I'm starting to wonder if Miwa is purposely like this to help keep the timelines stuck together, or if this is all really just a coincidence and her ditzy actions are actually helping everyone in the long run by some miracle of chance or fate. You know, the butterfly effect. Or chaos theory, I suppose.
Pardon my interruption.
He's the tall guy in the back.
This here is Renya Goto? The one with the glasses?
Yep, that's him. Thanks, Miwako.
What's going on between you and that guy?
Huh? Nothing's going on. Just a normal, casual friendship.
Casual? You mean...
No! Not that.
What? Why did the word casual? What does the word casual make you think?
How could this be? saw at the park was Renya Goto, the bastard who kidnapped Chihiro.
Later. I'm interested in this. Don't tell me there really isn't any other dialogue. Come on! You can't tease me like that. Ah, man! Maybe if I fast forward it a bit. Really? Nothing else? Ah, fuck.
How could this be? Back in but here in 1985, 40 years later, there's no historical evidence or impact from that event. It reminds me of a concept I read about in a science book, the idea of two similar parallel worlds. Back in but here, there's no
Damn it, I knew parallel timelines were gonna get introduced. Considering what Ai Sekigahara said, it was kind of an obvious thing from the get-go. But it's nice to have confirmation, you know?
Even if I do bring the Sentinel back home, how can I bring myself to fight? The ones I swore to protect are gone. Our mother's terrible. The kaiju aren't there. Chihiro? It really is you, isn't it? Please say something. Chihiro.
I get ya.
I found this. It survived the air raid. I meant to give it back to you earlier. This is your favorite stuffed animal, isn't it?
Big brother.
Don't lose it again, all right?
I won't.
Chihiro, it really is you. I'm so relieved you're safe.
I would like to point out, why is she still so young? I mean, this implies that she time traveled, or should I say Renya Goto forcefully time shifted her, along with him, into 1985. Also, it's nice that we finally got some rules down. There's a limitation of 40 years, so... what? Wait. There's one problem. There's one problem with that. Nothing says that they have to time travel back to the present or back to their futures after time traveling to the past. So by all account, that 40-year limit is kind of meh, because as soon as you time travel 40 years into the future, into the past, you could just use the new year you've reached as the, and set it as the new base point, and then time travel again another 40 years into the past or into the future, depending on what you need to do, apparently.
I suppose it's true. It's not like my memories were displaced. My blissful dependency as your little sister. It's become part of my identity.
What?
Denial can cause enormous strain to one's psyche.
Chihiro? Are you okay?
Better than okay. I've regained my original memories. I'm Chihiro Miura.
Miura?
You're the one who insisted on keeping that a secret. Yet you gave it away in the end.
If I recall, in the future, in the one that was shown in 2188, Morimura was one of the professors.
It's you.
Sometimes a bold change in plans is necessary.
Fair enough.
You'd know that better than anyone. Wouldn't you, Goto-kun?
I didn't expect to see you here.
Renya Goto, what the hell did you do to Chihiro?
I don't appreciate the hostility. But what you see here is Chihiro in her original state. She was never your little sister to begin with.
Shut up! I'm not listening to a word you say. I won't forgive you. And I will avenge Tamao-san.
I believe you misunderstand the situation.
Chihiro, listen to your big brother and come with me. We're going.
Where exactly? Back to 1945 where no one's left?
What? Where no one's left? What does this... Wait, what? Okay, so it is a parallel dimension. Then... Oh yeah, because according to parallel dimension theory, there are countless parallel worlds where one possibility exists and another doesn't. And that possibility gives way to new dimensions with different possibilities. So that means that there's a 1945 where everyone survived or never got attacked by the kaiju, and then there's one that got, I'm assuming, harvested. With how much emphasis they put on how the kaiju harvest resources, I'm starting to think that the kaiju are harvesting. But what exactly are they harvesting? Human life? Human souls? Human consciousness? Human bodies? Or in general, everything in the vicinity that can count as physical matter to convert into a solid resource to create more kaiju. This is really interesting.
Don't you see? It doesn't matter where we run. If we have any hopes of preventing the loop, we need to prioritize gaining control over all systems.
Alright, there we go again. Loop. So they are caught in a time loop. Something started off a series of events that trapped everyone in this, well, in this horrible cycle of people being displaced from time, repeating their mistakes or creating new mistakes or even finding solutions, but not being able to perfectly enact them due to limitations in the resources.
You've always been the dependable type. You used to be an excellent design engineer.
What are you talking about?
I'll always be on your side, Chihiro. That's what you told me, remember? So please, cooperate. Is everything prepared, Goto-kun?
Already.
Good. Then I shouldn't waste any more time. Let's hurry.
Chihiro!
Don't even bother.
Get out of my way. Chihiro is coming with me.
She's being targeted for assassination. But
What?
I highly doubt you have the capacity to protect her.
What? Who would...
A Sekigahara.
Okay, I'm gonna call it right now. A was probably sent to stop the time loop and decided to try and kill Morimura to ensure it doesn't start in the first place. But somehow that messed everything up even worse, which led to Kurabe and Morimura, or maybe vice versa. Wow, this is one tangled web.
Should you decide to cooperate, let me know.
This is one hell of a tangled web, holy shit.
What's happened to her? Chihiro Morimura? She's the original Chihiro? Is there no going back to the way she used to be? Chihiro. Sekigahara. Did he travel through time too? Is that how he got here?
What are the odds? What exactly are the odds that Sekigahara is an acquaintance of Miura as well?
Tamao-san. The military police are gone for now.
Is it just me, or does Miura and Sekigahara resemble each other so much? But then again, with parallel dimension theory, That would explain it. Maybe he's just a different alternate version of him that went through different circumstances.
How are things looking?
They're searching for Kiriko-san.
I can't believe she's a spy.
Okay, so this happened after Kiriko Doji, or should I say Okino, left.
They seem to think she's associated with him. He must have dragged her into this. I just don't understand. Why protect a wanted man?
That woman... Her name isn't Kiriko Doji, and she doesn't come from this world.
Oh, so that's where Miura learned about Okino from Sekigahara. But where did he come from then?
You're a lunatic.
I don't get it. What could she want with the Sentinel?
You know about the Sentinel? You really are a spy.
If she were to try and escape, she'd likely use the gate. If we leave now, we might be able to catch up to her.
Sekigahara-san, please. I have to know the truth. I was told that my parents aren't really my parents, and that I was brought here from the future.
Oh no! Come on! Yes, I know, there was also a Tamao in the 2188 vision. Apparently she was an expert on AIs.
Is that what Kiriko Doji told you?
I don't know why she'd lie.
I'm honestly confused now. I had assumed that that woman from the 2188 vision that had the same surname as them was just their granddaughter or something. Now this actually gives credence to that being possibly Tamao herself. But this doesn't explain why are they all being displaced into younger bodies? Why did they gain younger bodies of their instead of their adult forms? Like, we saw Kurabe kill everyone in a more admittedly really nice body, and we see Morimura has a really mature body, and then we saw Miura and Natsuno, and apparently Yuki, all of them with adult bodies. This is honestly getting really confusing, but it's time travel, and well, I don't have all of the answers, nor do I have all of the content yet. So this is legitimately entertaining and enjoyable because of the fact that you can think of so many scenarios by yourself just from what is being given to you to work on.
But I think that explains the dreams I keep having.
She's tampered with your memories.
He's out of his mind. Don't listen to a word he says, Tamao-san. We should just turn him in.
Keitaro-san, please. I don't want it to come to that.
Keitaro? As in Keitaro Miura?
How the hell do you know my name?
I see. So it's you.
What are you on about now?
You and I have been fighting alongside each other.
I've never seen you before in my life.
The Miura of this era hasn't. The Miura of the future has.
The future?
Yes. He no longer has his physical body.
What?
His consciousness is currently stored inside a scout unit.
BJ.
Then Keitaro-san is...
one and the same.
I've had enough of this nonsense. You, come with me. I'm taking you in.
Don't move.
Sekigahara-san.
You bastard.
Like you said, I'm out of my mind. Poison is coursing through my brain as we speak.
Is he talking about the Deimos code? Complete Natsuno Minami's A Missing Memory event. Alright, that seems like a great time to end this episode.